Okay, hi there YouTube. This is Devin here with another YouTube video on my B.O.B, my bug out bag. Here's my bag with my first aid kit and a couple of other things which I will explain to you later. In my first aid kit, you have all this stuff like anti-venom, paracord, which is going to be very important. That's like 250 pounds. Cross burn relief stuff and antibiotic ointment, because that's going to be very important, either as a bartering item if you can make more or not. And then you have quick and clean antiseptic hand wipes. You have sting and insect relief. You have something that'll tell you if you have internal or external bleeding, and thermal and chemical burns. You have a gauze pad, 4x4, 4-ply. Then on this side here we have alcohol prep pads and a cold compress. These right here, I want to talk to you about these. These are, hold on, let me get this open. Here, while I'm opening this, I'll explain to you some of my other stuff. Like games, Sudoku, word finds, and cards. You're going to absolutely need these. These are a must-have to keep you from going crazy in the zombie apocalypse, or in any apocalyptic situation. And a bag, or not a bag, but a book. Book is going to keep you from going insane. Because you can communicate with yourself, keep a journal, always keep a journal. But in here was gems. Now gems, gold, silver, antibiotics are going to be very good in bartering situations, in which you need some help, like if you want to get food or something because you've ran out, barter with some gems, gold, silver, other food that you don't need, and this right here. Now you're thinking, why does he have a light bulb that's broken? It's not actually a light bulb anymore. It was a burnt out light bulb, and what I used it for was to make a lamp. Now if you have some tape or a can, like this one right here, just one right here, just take the top off and set this on top, and you have yourself a lamp. Just put a string in there with, I don't know, a beer can or a beer cap that you have or something like that. Your next thing is, pill bottles. Lots and lots of pill bottles, because you don't know when you're going to need pills to store away. Knives are also going to be important. I have a razor knife, a regular knife, and a survival knife, like a multi-tool, because you never know when you're going to, the razor sharp knife, which is a box cutter knife, would be very important for keeping enemies away, because they know how sharp they are, and you can easily cut somebody. Matches, a whistle, and a flashlight that has Morse code and everything else on it. And what happens with that is you start a fire, you have waterproof matches, not just any matches, waterproof matches. You need to know Morse code to communicate with people a long distance away. That you have now that flashlight that tells you. This right here, lost compass. This has a compass, a thermometer, and a magnifying glass, and it's also a whistle. A music box. Now I really don't have this for any particular reason besides plays music, and I like the music that comes out of it. I've had this since I was little, and don't want to lose it, so I keep it in here. That's going to keep playing until basically it stops, so I'm just going to let that keep playing. Walkie-talkies, good for 16 up to 16 miles, 1 mile in the city and 8 miles in forest. A map. Oh, and those are rechargeable too. A map of some sort, because you never know where you're going to need to go, whether you find your destination or not. Books, games, pens, to write in your books and on your games. Food. I have me 3 or 4 day supply food. I have a mallet for my hammer and stuff. I have more hammers. And telescope, binoculars for just about everything. You can see a longer distance than what I can see with the 2 smaller binoculars in my telescope. I just use the bigger one. An elephant puzzle box, which actually has a pocket watch inside. See, a pocket watch. And what that's going to serve me is it's not like a wind-up pocket watch. I want to get a wind-up one. Sorry if this camera's a little shaky. I'm trying to do everything with one hand. I don't have a tripod yet. U.S. Army Survival Manual. That's going to be the most important thing you will. It's a reprint. That's one of the most important things you're going to need besides rope, and that's because when you have nothing, when all that your supplies runs out, all your food, this tells you how to gather food, how to kill your own food, and how to clean your own food. You have Bibles, because I am a Christian and God is important to me, and a wallet. And I have a wallet. This is a wallet I actually use, believe it or not. Had that since I was like 7. And the reason for this is that we can keep all your important documents in it. And plastic baggies are also going to be important. And canned goods. Lots and lots of, if you can preserve canned goods, that's going to be the best thing you could possibly do, is have preserved canned goods. And the Bibles is for church. You might not have an organized church system, but at least you'll have it. You'll have a Bible, you can read it if you're bored, because there's going to be a short supply of books. You can't just go out in the city and find one because it's too chaotic. Or there's, well, let's say in a zombie apocalypse situation, always have some books. I have more books over there that teach you how to actually do things, and I plan on taking those with me, because Google and on the top shelf, because Google and YouTube are not going to actually be there when we need them. So all those books, like 20 some odd books, are going to be coming with me. There's something else, one more thing that I forgot to put out that I want to show you. Actually, 2 more things. A boomerang. I don't want to show you guys my room, that's why it keeps going black. A boomerang is good for hunting small game, such as rabbits, mice, probably birds too. It all just depends. And I have more gems in here, which are going to be good bartering items when, and this basically when it hits the fan. And here is all the rocks that I have. Just give you a good overview here in the light. If I can only show you 4 at a time, because, oh, maybe I can show you 6 at a time too. Actually, I have one garnet in there. I have a couple of crystal points, lots of calcite and solidate, but those are going to be good bartering items. And bartering is actually really good. You need to know how to do that, because when money has no more value, you're going to be basically wondering where everything went wrong. And for the last two items I'm wanting to show you is a tape measure, just in case if you want to build a house somewhere and you know how much space you're going to need or have. And soap. Seems like not something very good. Oh yeah, and a chain. So I lied, there's three things. So the tape measure is for if you want to build a house or you have something and you know how much square footage you need. Seems pretty dumb, but in the long run it's actually going to help you a lot too, to see how much room you have around a perimeter. The soap and actually it'd be better to keep a toothbrush and toothpaste in here, and maybe some deodorant. And actually studies have shown that the way you treat your mouth is also going to affect the way that your body is too. Like the healthier mouth is going to the healthier body is going to reflect the health of your mouth. But this chain is a weapon, and you can also climb with it too. If you can make a, what is it? Well, whatever. It's a grappling hook. Sorry, I had to pause it for a second there. So if it jumps, I'm sorry. You can use this for a grappling hook. It's actually pretty damaging. It'd actually be better if you could use a heavier chain for damage, because it's actually going to help. And and a good pair of clothing, and maybe an extra pair. Just all depends on you. One for wearing and one for tearing up. One for the day and one for the night. Just all depends. And if you want to go all the way, you can probably get like a dust mask or a breathing mask of some sort, just in case. But yeah, this is an overview of everything that I have to keep you alive and well for 3 days at least after you've gotten rid of the food. You can reuse the bags or you can leave them. And so go online to get most of this stuff. Jars. Before I go, food is important. Food and water. So if you can jar up food and water and use that, berries, food, grass, make a salad. Yes, grass is edible. That's everything in this book will tell you. I might do a quick overview of this book in a later video. Actually, I might release it on the same day even. But that's all that I have to show you. I'm gonna give you an update here pretty soon. So see you later.